and happen to be in an area and say, all right, where am I going next? And, and I'll pull up the Providence Night Out app and bam.
What's next?
That's the new 13 Folds app that we're building to compete with Providence Night Out. Right. This sucks, what's next? .com.
.org. An organization of miserable people. Don Imus could be the spokesman. Shucks. I'm going to spin some tunes. We had the McGunks in studio with their new CD. I am the only person out there that has this compact disc. I actually have the handwritten Sharpied one. And this is the McGunks. This track is called, it's something you can do with 13 Folds or with ProvidenceNightOut.com. It's called Bad Decisions.
crush on you for over a year now. I met you, and that was all that I could see. You know, I don't know how you feel. I know your culture is to hide away privacy. I wish I knew the translation. I wish I knew where to start. But we're either caught in some old-fashioned way, or I just really have not won your my pet, they didn't even know what sex was when they got married. Can you believe that? They figured it out together. I want something pure like that. I want something that turns into 15 years just like theirs. But you and me, we both been around. I mean, everybody's been around these days. We both done the drama queen love life. We both done the hurt. We both done the pain. And I want real love. I want trust and beauty and lust and honesty and support and care and real family. Yeah. I want something pure like that. I want something that turns into 50 years just like theirs. I want real love. I want trust and beauty and lust and honesty and support and care and real family, yeah, and real family, yeah, and real family.
The lovely and talented Kristi Martel right here on the Tony Jones Show off of the album Brave Enough. That was Silver. Before that, we heard from the McGunks, Bad Decisions, the name of that one. You're listening to the Tony Jones Show, Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. TonyJones.org is my website. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention a little band called Tony Jones and the Cretin 3. Number 1 on the Reverb Nation punk charts for Providence, number 16 nationally, and number 37 globally. So thank you all for that. And don't forget to check out ReverbNation.com/TJ C3. There is no man in entertainment that thanks their audience more than I do. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, ever since Elvis died.
That's the kind of guy I am. We do have George here from ProvidenceNightOut.com. Dave from 13 Folds Magazine in studio. Just all kind of cool stuff going down with these guys. Small businessmen, upstarts, and guys who figuratively have fat chicks laying on their chests, like we mentioned before the musical break. So I want to know, even though you are fairly new companies, you are upstarts, chances are somewhere out there, someone's listening to this broadcast and they're saying, I want to start X business, X franchise, I have X idea. Being new at this and having been there, done that, what advice would you tender to someone who's maybe thinking about going down the same road that you guys have gone down?
Well, I would say first and foremost, really have a passion for what you're going to step into. If it was just all about money, I probably went to school to become a lawyer or a doctor.
Yeah,
you really got to find something that you enjoy and something that, well, in my case, enjoying helping others get what they're striving for.
Oh yeah, indeed. Because the truth of the matter is if you go into something as an upstart hoping to make money off it, that's not gonna come for a couple of years.
Unless you're a prostitute.
Well, yeah, and even then you got to be a good one. But it's an undertaking that if you don't have the passion for it and the love for what you're doing, then you're not going to really feel enjoyment out of it for a long time till that money starts coming in, and that's just going to crush you. You know, nobody wants to do something night in and night out and have no reward other than cash coming in, because the truth of the matter is an upstart, it usually takes about 3 to 4 years to actually get cash coming in.
Depending on the economy, I mean, it could be 5 to 6 years before you're looking at it. I mean, unless you're lucky, unless things are going, you're looking at it and saying, well, maybe it's time to 86 the old desk job.
Well, and not only that, but the thing is that it takes a lot of work. There's no easy buck to be made. Once you start your own company, that becomes your life. I sacrifice a lot of family time, a lot of friend time, a lot of going out and having fun and doing the stuff that I like to do. I'm sitting in front of a computer writing and drawing and working all the time.
Right. Yeah, people say that to me all the time. It's like, dude, you must be exhausted. And no, I feel fine, because it's not, it's not like I hate mowing the grass. So probably I shouldn't start a landscaping company.
Exactly. Right.
You know, I have a charity that I work with, and they do like a soup kitchen type thing. Well, when I was a young kid, I worked in a lot of restaurants. You know, I have no desire to volunteer in your soup kitchen because I hated working in restaurants when I was a kid. Just stepping back there, I turned 17 years old, you know, in a dish pit again. But if you do have that passion, you do have that drive, it does make it, working 24 hours, it does make it palatable, at least, right? Would you guys agree with that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would agree with it. I mean, even when we post an event onto our app, and I go back to the originator on Facebook, and just a simple thank you from that organizer or the person who might be in that band, seeing that they've seen it, they appreciate it.
Right.
I'm at the point right now that's good enough for me. And if I can, our site can bring an extra 20, 30, 40 people to that event, well, then so be it, because you just never know who's out there listening or going to show up at your show.
Yeah, and with both of our businesses, much more than other, it's like we said, both are about creating a community. We're both very involved in the local art scene, the local music scene, and more than running a business, we're creating a community of entertainers and artists and businesses that have all kind of come together as a conglomerate, and everybody's helping each other out. And the satisfaction of watching that happen
absolutely
is worth a lot right now. And hopefully the money comes in the next couple of years. I mean, of course, we want to make money anytime you start a upstart business or working for yourself. But if you can get it to the point where you're accomplishing what you're trying to accomplish and other people are seeing that, that's the first step that you got to take, and then you ride it out from there.
Well, I think I might have gone about it backwards though, because I recently rented an office space and I don't have a business. Well, it was an offer I couldn't pass up.
You should have talked to Dave and I first.
Yeah, because I'll occupy that office space for you. You just keep paying the bill. I think it's a brilliant business strategy, George.
They'll keep the seats warm.
Well, definitely. I mean, but talking about the economy here in our, paradise, it is a struggle. But I think with my platform, being able to offer businesses, locally owned businesses, the opportunity to reach and grow their company on $1 a day budget, is very palatable. And offering them the technology such as a phone app.
Yeah. On the other hand, on the plus side, I have no business to fail.
That's true.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing...
I mean, you guys, I confidently predict you two are going to succeed because you're doing the work, you're putting the time in. I'm just saying that, there are many businesses that don't, and I will not be one of them.
All he has to do is clean up the office space.
I have the broom to sweep out the office daily. I have a desk to put the business equipment on should I have any. And I think I'm ahead.
You know what you're missing is you need to invest in
secretary.
You need to invest in some advertising in 13 Folds magazine.
just a blank page,
just a quarter-page ad.
That's the best idea I've heard all day. I may just do that.
I'll give you a deal. I'll give you a real good deal.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to use fancy graphics, so it's just all I need is half the blank page.
Just a picture of the office.
Yes. And a little query: how would you fill this space? Owner wants to know.
It is cool to see, though, Dave. You talk about building a community, right? And it's, I'm good at this, and I'm good at music, and a lot of people listen to me, but I have no idea how to do graphic design, and I have no idea how to administer a phone app. So when you talk about community, it really is. Then I say, hey, Dave, I have this event coming up. Maybe we could work on the flyer. Maybe you could get me on your phone app. And I think for some reason I see a little bit of a reluctancy to do a lot of that kind of networking. And especially locally here, and I'm not really sure why. I mean, the worst that you could say is, no, I don't have time to do your graphic design, and that's fine.
I think it's unfortunate that a lot of